Hello everybody. It's been a long time. I haven't been out filming in a long time because I've had health issues and bits and pieces been happening. Weather hasn't been so good lately, but it's very mild tonight, so we are in Drumboe Woods and I'm just going to bring my camera with me and we're going to go for a little walk. It is about 10 p.m. I'm not bringing a spirit box or anything like that. We're just going to do a section of this woods. We're just going to do a surveillance of it with the night vision. Might do a spirit box in the car when I get back. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But it is good to be back. Don't know how far I'm going to get, but we're going to try and do something tonight. So I'm going to turn the camera around. The night vision is looking good. I need some white light because I need to fucking see, and that is brilliant. This is Drumboe Woods, and it is in the town of Ballabufey in County Donegal. And this particular wood is in the grounds of a former castle which does not exist anymore. I can't even find foundations for it. But throughout the forest we may find decorations on the trees and fairies and that kind of thing. So I think it's last year since, it may be longer, but we got these little houses made inside the woods here. Little concrete houses. Using my body camera actually on a rig and some extra IR lighting. Oh, some houses here. Seven 2022. These are new. Maybe I'll give you some white light too. These are new. 2022. We had a similar setup in damn it, I can't remember the name of the town. Buncrana, along the side of the river, and it all got destroyed a couple of years ago by a very big flood. And I haven't been down to that park since, so maybe I might take a trip down there someday and see, has it been rebuilt. The area is very historic, as you can see by the thickness of the trees, but these are all new. White light again. There we go. Possibly some kids made of it at school or something. As I said, we're doing a surveillance tonight, nothing overly fancy, sort of thing. the last couple of days I've actually been itching to get out, and it's been raining and been very, very windy. And in fact, on the way down here today, the weather was absolutely terrible, and it turned out to be a very mild night, so I'm going to take advantage of it, you know. One of the reasons why I don't have equipment with me, one, I probably won't be fit to carry it, and two, I wanted to just try and strip down to just visuals, possibly audio. We're still recording, so you never know what you picked up while you're recording, but I want you to focus on the visuals. As well as that, I don't want to be dependent on EMF meters and REM pods and all that kind of thing when it doesn't give you 100% an indication that something paranormal is happening. So this is why I'm stripped down to just a camera and just walking around. Gonna go to white light again to show you more kids' artwork. Noah. Shout out to Noah. And shout out to Farah. These are possibly made in school. So shout out to all the kids that made houses and to add to the interest of this forest. You know? There was times I went down here and there was fairy lights hanging off the trees. Remember one night coming down here and there was red lights I could see in the distance, and I couldn't make out what the hell this was. And I come closer and closer, and I'm a little bit concerned, because this is a strange red lights in the forest and that. Turns out somebody had battery fairy lights in one of the trees. I'm off the official path here. Right, if there's anyone here, please make a noise. Oh, jeez. Oh, Christ, it's a bird. I'm going to come out to the official path here. It's actually quite a nice night out tonight. There's voices in the background. On the other side of the river, I think. Yeah. Bats, bats, bats flying around me. I think there's a little statue here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Right. I'm going to go into white light here. You've got this. You got that. And you got that. And there used to be things hanging in the tree here if I can see them. I don't see them. Right. If there's anyone here, and if you can see me right now, I've got a camera in my hand which records audio and records video. I'm calling out, I'm asking right now if there's anyone here that is able to talk to me to please use my camera to communicate with me. My name is Sam. Could you tell me what your name is, please? Right. I could have brought a recorder in my pocket tonight, but I'm only thinking of it now. But your camera can pick up EVPs. I'm going to sit down for a minute. Hopefully this isn't damp. Alright, more shout outs. Shout out to Parker's Ferry House. Don't know what that says. Aston. Shout out to Aston. Brand new screws. They've only been put up recently. I'm going to sit down for a minute because I do have some issues. Such a long time since I've been not watching YouTube paranormal stuff or not being involved in my own channel. I needed to step away. I needed to take a break. And I needed time to think how to focus on moving forward with my spirit box sessions and my ITC and my other paranormal stuff. You know, the paranormal is frustrating. To do it right, it sometimes is boring. But if you do it boring, nobody will watch. And I'm just straight up, I just do, I do my sessions, I don't mess about with them, I record them and that's it. Don't make massive claims. The data's there. What's there is there. Basically, that's with me. I don't like the power of suggestion. I don't like adding to the videos. And I just record the session. That's the way I want to do it. But a lot of people want things handed to them. They want people to tell you what you think is on the sessions and that. But it's not about what I think. It's about what's there, if you know what I mean. So, that's why I don't put subtitles in videos, Anyway, let's walk on a little bit. This night vision is really clean. I've done so many videos like this with just a body camera, and it's the visuals is pretty crisp. This is oh, that's the lower walkway, and the river is beyond them trees. I kind of tonight didn't want to pollute the environment with spur box, so that's why I kind of went raw as possible. Calling out again. Is there anyone here? Talk to me if you can hear me right now. Traffic noise in the background. Can't help. Carry that EVP. Have something for that EVP to stick to. Right. Watch out, lads. Aoife, shout out to you. That's you as well. I haven't picked the best shoes for this walk tonight. I have steel toe cap shoes and they're pretty heavy. And they have considerable strain on my knees. Hello, my name is Sam. Would anyone like to come and talk to me tonight? Use the equipment in my hand to speak, if you possibly can. Be my eyes, folks. Keep an eye on all the visuals. Get right down into them trees. I nearly fell off the footpath. It gets way down into them trees that I can't see. You know, see a lot of YouTube videos, paranormal YouTube videos. People show you around the location and then stick to the one spot the rest of the night with a camera on some flashy bulbs and EMF detectors. It's not me. It would suit me because I have very bad mobility, but I just want to take in everything. You know, I'm more interested in the surveillance of it, you know. I can't just stay in one spot with equipment that may or may not work, you know. Or doing a spirit box session. I can do them if we've been home, like. There was a spider's web in front of the camera lens there, folks. It's not an orb. If things do get picked up on camera, I'm more likely going to miss them in real time because body cameras have a very small screen. But from what I can see, the night vision is doing a great job. Is there anyone here? My name is Sam. I've come to communicate with you. Please use the device in my hand to communicate with me if you can possibly do so. Voices in the background, unfortunately, from across the river, very faint voices. I felt the ground thumping to my right here. I felt it under my feet. Could have been an animal. Another small stream. some flood water. It has been raining quite heavily. When you walk forward, look behind you as well. I was hoping this would be successful around the coastal areas, around the beaches and stuff, but it isn't as successful as forests and stuff. Because when you're down at the beach, the IR light does have nothing to bounce off like it does in the forest, like the light is bouncing off the trees right now. Yeah, there is noise from the hotel across the river. It doesn't have her audio situation. Is this another? No, it's not an official path. Kind of glad to be out, you know. And this is flat ground, so I'm not straining my legs too much. Right. I can see the lower road. The lower footpath down there. Noise in the background. Just be aware if there's noise. Across the river. Across the river. I'm heading up to a junction. As far as I can remember, I think it's coming up soon, where I turn off and I go down the river. Yeah, in them trees is a hotel. That's where the noise is coming from. Here's my junction right here. Now the castle is somewhere around this area, but somewhere up there where there's a car park, there is a sign, and it says this is the location of the castle. There's nothing of it left. There's no indication that there was ever a castle there. It's a hotel over there. Great moon. I don't know if you can see it. Right. Right at the river. Kind of doing this tonight too, to say that I went out and I tried. Because I miss being out filming. Where are we? An elder tree. Somewhere. Noisy people. I want to get away from the noisy people and call out again. Don't know if you can see it down there. The river is down there. Sweep behind. Bit of background in here, I'll just go in amongst the trees here. What's that? Oh, it's a tree with some funguses on it. Autumn colours. There's no point in me calling out because there's flipping too much background noise. But if an EVP did get picked up on the camera, very often it will sound completely different to the background noise. Do you know, through lockdown and everything, I got into a rut of staying at home and watching YouTube videos. And I'm still kind of stuck in it. And this is my sort of way of trying to fight it and break away. That is a huge tree. I'm hoping I can get far enough away from the people and hopefully have a seat to sit on for a couple of minutes to take in the peace. Well, there's one. The loving memory of Lee McGavigan 1983 to 2002. You will never be forgotten. He's not that old. Would have been around 40ish. Right, I want to sit down here. Oh. I just spotted it. Don't know why this is here. I have no idea. I'm going to try and research that when I get home. I am not going to jump to any conclusions right now, which it would be wrong of me to do. But if I have found anything on the internet, I will show it now. Right, after googling the name, what I found was that Lee McGavigan was 19 when himself and his best friend were discovered in the water not far from the spot that I seen the cross and the memorial and that. And a local lifeguard discovered the two people in the water. She manages to save the best friend, who was taken to Letterkenny General Hospital with shock and hypothermia. Lee, unfortunately, was not able to be found. Water visibility was very, very bad. A local dive team was brought to the scene, and not long after Lee was found. And you know, it is a horrible tragedy, you know, and it's something that families won't forget. I want to add as well that, you know, I'm a paranormal investigator, and paranormal investigators, for a large part, have a very bad reputation. And me being on the location and finding this, that is not the reason why I was there. To me, interfering in what happened, it would be crossing a moral boundaries for me. We don't do this thing, you know, because you know, to respect the families involved. You know, these families are real people. They go through the pain and the hurt of a loss, and you know, it's for life. You know, I mean, in the past, I have been involved with two recoveries from the water, where the people involved did die, and you know, I can relate in some way to you know, the grief that's involved in that, and there's no way, as for what I do now, I would not cross a boundary like that. So you know, and just you know, when I found the information, you know, a lot of those memories flooded back, and you know, my thoughts and prayers are with the family of this tragic accident that has occurred. Lee was a popular young lad from the local area, big into his football and stuff like that. So we're going to go back to the video um, and do some more exploring. I have seen this seat here before, but I have never seen that cross. I want to say massive thanks to everybody that stuck by me despite my lack of content, and I really appreciate it because, I did struggle. I did struggle to motivate myself. I did struggle health-wise. I struggled financially. I had everything thrown at me, at the one time. And, I needed to step away, but I'm grateful for those who stuck by me, This is relaxing, This is, it's a mild night in November, and I'm sweating in my jacket. It's very, very mild. I'm just getting I'm giving my legs a bit of a rest for a second. I will be back in a second. This is where we used to, we'd sit on the seats and do a spurt box session when we sat on the seats. Because it's convenient, Every so often there's a seat to sit on. You sit down, take out your spurt box, or your flashy balls, or whatever. That's what we've done in the past. Right, I'm going to go. I'll look up that. Go another bit. Understand that it's wheat. We're feeding the animals and the birds and stuff. That was a big flippin' try. Huh? I understand that people watch paranormal YouTube for some entertainment and stuff, but would I say 9 times out of 10 when somebody's in a graveyard or in a forest on their own and they tell you that they're shitting themselves, they're full of shit. I can understand somebody being afraid in such a place on their own and stuff, but I've seen enough YouTube videos to indicate what a bad actor looks like, and I see a lot of them. Not going to go down the negative route. But folks, you're interested in paranormal investigating and interested in being a paranormal investigator yourself, investigate what you're watching. That's all I'm going to say. We're on a wooden bridge with a small stream with very little water in it. Oh. Over there is another house door on a tree, and that just has fallen over in that. It's a chestnut tree. Am I far enough away from the people to do EVP? I'm not. Another door. Oh, this is a working door actually. Somebody's a carpenter here. Let's open the door and see what's there. Oh, there's some... Oh. Money. There's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 pence in euros. And there's a guitar pick. And what is that? Some sort of fish, I think. And this was a little figurine of some kind. You know. Just put that money into the corner there. And you got some stickers. There's no name on this one. It's got a little magnetic door too and a little magnetic thing. Pretty cool. Is there a locking mechanism? No. This place is full of surprises. Oh, I have to go back into the... Right. How are we for lighting? There's spiders' webs all over my lights. Am I okay for EVP? My name is Sam. If there's anyone here right now, could you please communicate with me? Got a device in my hand that you can use to talk to me. Would you be willing to say something to me tonight? And I will hear you on this device. There's a bit of background noise. There was a woman shouting. The reason why I say use your camera as a communication tool as well is because the reason why I started doing paranormal investigating is I was doing an abandoned explorer and I got an EVP on my camera's audio, and I remember it was a hospital, and it was a big hospital, and I could never get into it, and there was a couple of opportunities, but the first opportunity I thought Santa Claus has come. And I was doing an abandoned explorer video. Wasn't doing paranormal stuff. And I walked on a piece of glass going into a room, and a EVP was picked up on a camera. It was a Panasonic, I think it was, a second-hand Panasonic that I bought in a second-hand store. And it said, just as I walked in, and the crunch of the glass under your feet, I heard, "You broke it." And I listened to the video that night. Now, I know I'm going to mention Omar Gosh. Omar Gosh pulls a couple of things for entertainment. Right, hold on a second before I... In memory of John and Paddy Lafferty, who did a turn around these woods every day. It doesn't have a date. That means they done a lap of these woods every day. You know? Right, where was I? Omar Gosh pulls stunts, a few things, for entertainment. But he actually got me. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have a channel. Because I was more disabled than I was now, sitting at home watching YouTube videos. And I was watching Omar Gosh stuff. And I was thinking, I'd love to do abandoned exploring in Ireland. If I ever get better, that's what I'm going to do. You know? And it was a dream at the time. But I actually did it, you know? But one of the things he said is, if you hear or see anything in the background, leave a comment down below. And that is a call to action, basically, getting people to comment on the video. But I actually put that into practice, and that's how I picked up the EVP. If it wasn't for him saying, keep an eye out in audio, keep an eye out in the, you know, if you hear or see anything in the background. Now, I put headphones on some of his videos, and I've the suspicion that has had fed in audio to get people to really concentrate and stuff like that. You know, at the end of the day, he's an entertainer. But it got me to put on headphones while editing videos, and that's how I picked up the EVP. Just walked into the room. You broke it. And I was so excited about the abandoned explorer going into the hospital and that. When I got home that night, I had to look through all the footage with headphones on. And when I got as far as that EVP, I played it over and over and over again. So many times. It must have been about 4 o'clock by the time I got to bed. The hair was standing on the back of my head every time I played it. I says, there is something that is paranormal. Because there was nobody on the location. How did that voice get on the camera? Now, I wasn't totally new to paranormal at that stage. Well, I was kind of new to the filming and stuff like that, because I have a short history way back in my school days of EVP and direct radio voice from radio and that. So I kind of knew how EVP worked. And I've experienced EVP, and when you're 16, 17, it fascinates you, you know? And I kind of lost interest. But that sparked it again, you know? And there was other times I was in Letterkenny at a cemetery. It was a kind of a unmarked cemetery in a mental health hospital. And I got a female voice help me on the camera's audio as well. So that's why I say, you know, use your camera as well. You know, when you're going through your videos, headphones. Headphones, and keep your eyes peeled to everything. Because we don't pick up everything. This is peaceful. I like this. You know? Just back from a friend's house, and I was on the way home. I says, I'm not going to be home. I'm going to be home kind of late. Because I want to do this. or the reason why I'm sitting down for such a long time, is because my legs are in pain. They're absolutely desperate. Right, should we walk on another wee bit? Think open areas like this and buildings, they're completely two different ways of approaching them. With forests and stuff, you kind of have to do your surveillance and stuff. Not as much in houses or buildings, because you can pick a spot where you think there's feel, say if you feel different in a different room, try staying in the room for a while. Well, in Cumber House we take turns in going into different rooms with forests and wide open spaces like this. It's a different approach. You can't use the same approach to investigating houses, because the real estate is an awful lot bigger. You have to move about. Somebody's going to wreck their engine at some point. A mountain backfiring and exploding inside the cylinder, inside the exhaust pipe. And it's annoying. It's not a V8, bro. Give up. Your revving does not impress me. Where do I go now? Where do we go now? Do, 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 do. Where do we go? Oh, that's not a... No. I thought that was the path, but it isn't. Where do we go now? Right, it's kind of quiet now. Hello, my name is Sam. And if there's anyone here that would like to talk to me, please use the equipment I have in my hand to speak. It can record your voice, and I will hear you. I heard a man's voice very low in the background shouting. Just marking that. There is a little bit of a path here. Folks, I don't see myself on camera when I point the camera to me. So if I've been completely washed out by the IR light, I apologise. Oh, we're in open space. Sorry, that was my breath. Oh, it's getting soggy. Oh shit. Much more solid over here. I can't focus on a spur box session tonight. I'm just too tired. Did I miss somebody here? For shout outs. M-Y-L-I-H. Malia? Malie? Possibly. Chloe, I think we done that. Charles. Shout out to Charles, we done those. And Kia. Shout out. Is there any ones in the forest that I actually missed? That's the official route out. The road is right here, so... Oh God, I'm knackered. Won't slip. Oh. Oh. Please take your litter home. That's another part of the forest. It's another part of the forest. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm flipping knackered now. I'm going to assume that it joins on to the other area where I went to before, where there was trees cut down, right? And they carved them into squirrels and shit. Oh, it's a big spool of wire. These spools make great tables or patios. There's a hole in the middle that you can put your brolly and everything. Yeah, we're back at the starting point. It's telling me that we've ran for 23 minutes, which I find it very difficult to believe actually. I thought it was longer. Maps. Information. Leave your trace. Pencil plan ahead and prepare blah blah blah. Guard against fire. But there you go. I'll just leave that there for a second so you can take a snapshot of it and you can see. Right. Folks, that's going to be it for tonight. I'm actually pretty impressed with myself that I actually went out tonight. and I made the effort. So thanks very much. I hope to get out more. Actually, what we want to do is the rock on top of the hill where myself, but more notably Rachel, got affected a couple of years ago. I haven't plucked up the courage to go back, but I want to get there. And it's just down the road from the house. So I want to get investigating that, and I've called in somebody else to give me a hand with that one. So hopefully we can do that, and hopefully I can get out a little bit more. I enjoyed tonight. Hope you did. It's a bit different than other ghost hunting videos, but I don't do things, I don't copy other people. I try not to copy other people. Anyway, see you next time. Good night, folks.